Good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Standing on 29th of June, we're going to shooting another video which is about a much created hype by the media, which is LIBRA, which is the coin which is going to be issued by the Facebook, or it would be the kind of currency which is being issued by the Facebook. Well, I'm not against LIBRA, neither I am against the Facebook, but I would like to bring few important points from a regulatory standpoint as far as the LIBRA is concerned. Number one, there is a great saying in the market which is that if you allow the wrong things to start, then at one day it will reach to a level when it is almost impossible to curb that. And the right example is anti-money laundering. When the first incidents of anti-money laundering had happened, I don't know when, if the regulators had curbed that incident at that point of time, today the anti-money laundering would not be more than 5 to 10% of the GDP of the globe. Now the question here is three. Now the question is that when it comes to LIBRA, we need to understand that currently the world is running as far as the fiat currency is concerned. Now all those people, those who do not know, they need to understand that fiat currency is nothing but like a physical coin, like you have a physical note, could be GBP, Swiss franc, Euro, US dollar and all these things. So multiple nations have multiple currencies. But currently what is happening that on the name of the blockchain, all these big technological giants are coming and they are launching their own currencies or coins. So example, JP Morgan Chase wanted to launch their own coin. Goldman is setting up their Bitcoin desk. God knows Goldman will launch their own coin as well. Who knows that Citibank would launch their own coin. Now Facebook is launching Facebook would be launching their own coin, which is LIBRA. Now the question here is that if all these coins will come into the public domain, then it would be raising three important things. It would be raising three important questions as far as the global financial assets is concerned. Number one, we have Reuters, we have Bloomberg, we have financial terminals on which we have crosses. So there are 189 currencies in the globe, and out of 189 currencies, 24 are non-deliverable currencies, so rest 165 are deliverable currencies. Total is 189. If every big bank will launch their own coin, so assume we are in 2028 when Apple is having his own coin, Facebook having his own coin, JP Morgan Chase having his own coin, Citi is having his own coin, HSBC having his own coin, everybody is having its own coin. Now the moral of the story is that if everybody is happy with having their own coin, then how the global financial system would work, how the asset trading would work. Today if I wanted to buy any asset in US dollar and I am living in Swiss franc, I am living in Swiss, I know what is the cross rate. How would the valuation of these coin would work? Let me have a practical example. BTC, which is Bitcoin, reached approximately 13,000 US dollars before it died down to lower. The question is, what corrects Bitcoin from 4,000 to 13,000 and what corrects from 13,000 to the lower figure? How would the asset valuation be deriving? Who all are the forces behind the asset valuation, and so on and so forth. Secondly, on the name of the anti-money laundering, what all steps regulator has to take to prevent the anti-money laundering? I'm going to have a separate presentation on the separate video on the anti-money laundering, but just a small example. There are a number of different statistics which are available in the public domain, and these different statistics talks about different number, but the most prominent statistics suggest that roughly 5 to 10% of the GDP of the globe is currently the laundered money, right? And out of 5 to 10%, roughly 10% is via crypto. I don't want to name that research in the public domain as it is a private research. They asked me not to quote the public domain, but they allowed me to give the figures, right? At the same point of time, this research does suggest that the 10% of that 10% they are quoting is a very conservative number in crypto. It's already clear fact that majority of the regulators are against crypto. China, South Korea. South Korea practically banned ICO, initial coin offering. Practically initial coin offering is banned in South Korea. And even in the Singapore, now people have started realizing that initial coin offering is fraud. Anti-money laundering has not yet reached for crypto, and even before that you are launching your own coin. Third very important point which I want to raise about Libra, which is a functional content, that Libra is not 100% blockchain. It is Libra blockchain. I'm not entering into the mechanism that why it is not a blockchain. Let me go to India and on a big board I will let you know that how is the blockchain architecture of Libra would work. I cannot explain right now. Libra is not fully decentralized, which they claim to be. Third is that Libra does saying that they support the cross-border, but I doubt, because today, the event InnoVest which has happened just now in the Singapore, I met with so many cross-border companies, and all these cross-border companies do claim that if you use their app and so on and so forth, you would be able to send the cross money. They claim that they are giving you the interbank rate, but I doubt. But that is a different thing. Interbank or no interbank. My point is that you already reached to a level. So cross-border payment and the POS, point of sale, using the cryptocurrency is already commoditized. There is no margin in that. Today you open Google and type cross-border apps supporting cross-border, you will get thousands of links, and trust me, you will get mad after 10 minutes that which link to open, which link not to open. But the point is simple. But the point is very, very simple, that in this highly commoditized market, Libra is coming and they are giving one of their USP, which is that it is to support the cross-border. Then I don't understand till what extent they're going to support the cross-border, to be honest. Last but not least, that what would if all banks would raise their own coin, how the regulator would be handling that. Currently there is no anti-money laundering or money laundering notification we have, like the so-called FATF, Financial Action Task Force, which is nothing but a body of 37 members. If you read their recently draft on crypto, you would have get to know that they even not yet understand how crypto works, and that is a shame. The recent draft of Financial Action Task Force on crypto is a shallow draft. It is like a draft which is prepared 10 PM in the night and is it to be present at 1 AM in the night. It's a very shallow draft, and irrespective of that, if all the banks would have their own coins in place, it would be a biggest threat to the fiat market of the globe. I'm not against Libra, neither I'm against Facebook, but at the same point of time, what is happening is not good. Banks should not be allowed to launch their own coins until the infrastructure is ready. And my apologies to say, infrastructure is not ready. You know my mobile number, 919899242978. You know our fixed income platform, www.fixedincome.global. Have a good time. And before leaving, just to let you know, Treasury Consulting launched their Markets Academy, which is TRFX. Now this Markets Academy would be better than you have on Reuters, you have on the Bloomberg, and you have on the CBOE, Chicago Board of Exchange. Using this Markets Academy, you can do 3 video courses. One, which is a beginner course, one moderate, and one advanced. Thank you and have a great time. Talk soon.